What's up, guys? We are live, and tonight is like no other night. We've got the one, the only, Doc Brown from Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum in the bar with us tonight.
Right here.
You guys know we're going to get into some shenanigans. Now, I will not tell you how much rum we've had so far. Rum helps with that.
I know, right?
So we're getting exams. We're getting exams tonight.
For the rubber gloves.
But we are super excited for this. It's going to be a really fun evening. We got a really fun evening planned for you guys. We just want to welcome you in as you're coming in. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. Let us know you're here in the comments. We love hearing from you guys. Make sure to ask any and all questions as we go. I know Doc's going to be more than happy to answer them. If he doesn't know the answer,
I'll give you really bad answers.
Really bad answers. But don't worry, because Susan's here with all the real answers, so that we get the knowledge. Right, she's off to the side making sure that we don't derail too hard here and just,
somebody's got to be driving the bus.
Someone's got to
be driving the bus.
So we're super excited about that.
Right?
I did post over into the Facebook group. If you guys check out the links down below, we got the Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group, the Instagram, the TikTok, and that rum club with a few spots still available. If you guys are looking for
we're
some
waiting
rum
for you
delivered to the door, hanging out with awesome rum lovers. Make sure you guys check that out if it's for you. We would love to have you. And with that, we're getting into it tonight.
Okay, let's do it.
We've got an exciting night. Doc, you made the journey. Now, I got to tell you, it's quite the journey. You came up, you were in Florida last. You look much tanner.
I was going to say, look at this
weird
guy.
It's weird.
He's obviously not from Iowa.
I thought I was tan.
Obviously.
Like, I thought I was looking pretty tan. I got out and got some sun. This is me in some sun so far this year, by the way. It was whiter than this. We're pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm just a little behind.
Well, hence the last name. I was born a little brown kid.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's there you go.
There you go.
I identify as a little brown boy.
Yeah, no, we're just super excited to have you here. This is going to be fun. I think you're going to be making some drinks for everyone tonight. I know we got some hellos coming up here. I know. Isn't that a bummer? We've been trying to do that for years, but YouTube has not let us reach through the camera yet, but we're working on that feature. I think with future reality and the life expectancy of Roy Air, we might be able to hit that just at the end of our career.
So why don't we start and we'll just make the cocktail?
I'm in for it.
Let's do it. I'm getting thirsty.
Yeah, I am awfully thirsty.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do our tropical depression.
Awesome. What goes into your tropical depression?
So the tropical depression, we're going to put a little rum in it.
That makes sense.
We're going to put that's a lot of rum, but that's a big round ice cube.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put some ginger beer in it.
Okay.
And we're going to do just a splash of pineapple. Too much pineapple will kill the cocktail. I find the pineapple will take some of the ginger bite away.
Okay.
And it should bring you right to the beach, but you don't have one in Iowa.
Oh, we have whoa.
We've got obviously lots of beaches.
A ton of beaches.
Don't listen to him.
Full of snapping turtles.
They're friendly.
So go ahead and mix this up cocktail.
Wait a minute, excuse me.
Susan's already breaking in here.
Let me make sure he made it correctly.
That's probably smart.
Let's just try this.
It's good. Quality control is here, making sure this is being done right. We're not sure.
Not bad. Well, really bad. Excuse me.
Really bad.
Really bad.
You got to hit the really bad. I'll take that from you over here. I'm going to pour some in here. So we got some Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum. By the way, if you haven't heard or found Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum, we have a link right down below there to the Really Bad Rum website. You guys can go click that link, learn all about everything. We're probably going to talk about a lot of it here, but you can go check them out more and find out where you can get some. I'm working. Oh, God, I'm in a rush. I'm being rushed. All right, so how much rum? Not a lot of rum?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Add a little ginger beer in there.
I love this.
All right, and then just a splash of this.
Spoiler alert. Doc was doing a tasting last night at the Cedar Falls Hy-Vee on University. Shout out to Matt.
Yes, Matt.
Thanks for helping.
And his team.
And his entire team.
It's amazing.
Yes. Right? Cheers to you.
Smack dab in the middle of the rum capital of the world. We're just really proud to have them slinging some rum over there.
Yeah.
Have Doc Brown's on the shelf.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like Bad Decisions.
Yeah, that is absolutely incredible.
That is so delicious.
I'm loving that a lot.
If you can get 5 or 6 of those into your significant other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stay politically correct.
yeah, yep.
You can treat them like a farm animal.
Just so you know, we have no idea what Doc's going to say on this show tonight. So YouTube, we apologize.
Disclosure now.
Just going to put that little disclaimer.
So now that you brought that up, so I brought something that I spoke about on the chat, one of your shows months ago, and so my dentist actually brought this from a trip she came from, and she was telling me about it, and I'm like, I don't believe you. And it's not, I guess, legal in the United States only because of the name.
Sure, the name.
Okay, the name.
I don't know if you guys can make that out there. If you guys can see the name of this right here. Huh. Interesting.
And it says it's just made in the Caribbean.
Yes.
Doesn't really
Caribbean.
say where.
I think to me, a rum called Big Black Dick, if you're going to have this rum,
Blackbeard Trading Company, Grand Cayman, British West Indies.
Well, Robert, you got to tell them the story.
Well,
there's a story on the back.
There's a story on the back. There's a whole lot of stuff on the back there, but I'm just saying, I think that they make this in the ocean. See, it makes, if you're going to have a rum of this magnitude, they're on a boat with a distillery on the boat in the middle of the ocean. That's the only way this rum could possibly be
almost
made.
tastes like the ocean.
A little salty. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah. Definitely not salted caramel.
Anyway, we're just starting the show.
This is the beginning. We're 6.5 minutes in. This is going to get real fun real quick. I do have some hellos coming in for you, so I got to pass these messages along here because I know we got a lot of people coming to hang out here tonight. So, Greg, welcome in.
And his alter ego, Low Carb Cocktails.
Carlos is here. Sean's hanging out. Mark, how you doing? We got Daniel here. Fred is in the house.
Hey, Fred.
He's got some good rum in the glass. Jason, hello. How you doing? Kenny, let's go drinking bumbu tonight. Got some bumbu in the glass.
Nice rum.
Resurrection Paranormal's hanging out. Mrs. Doc is in the chat, and
she's here.
And she's here.
How does that work?
That's so much better. See, I feel like we would be so much more
everywhere.
accurate if she was here to fact check us all the time and make it so much more accurate. Let's see here. Carlos is going through the sample kit from the last rum club. Got to get some of that in there. You got some good stuff there. Appreciate you, Carlos. Jeremy's hanging out with us tonight. We got Drums and Rums is here hanging out.
Hey.
You guys look like albinos next to Doc. Well, that's probably
I'll be
accurate.
Right back. I'll be right back.
Oh, Royer's already quitting.
Yep.
So just between you guys and us, okay, right now that Royer's gone, we have officially replaced Royer with Doc Brown. So the show will continue on with Doc Brown being the new host, the new co-host of Just Drinking.
Yeah, but you can't afford me.
You're right. I definitely can't.
So cold. Up. Sorry.
So close.
Right?
Yeah. What you got?
So we spoke about a wardrobe fix.
Yes, we did.
And I noticed you didn't wear your hat.
I didn't wear a hat tonight,
Purposely, right?
Oh, there we go.
So I got you one.
I love it. This is beautiful.
I know you like these flat bills.
I do love these flat bills. See, I'll wear it. Oh, we gotta open it up here. My head. I got a huge brain, very big brain. Takes a lot of room to be able to fit that in here. Right. So just want to, look at that. Look at that. That looks real good on camera. I'll tell you what. That looks pretty sharp. I don't know what you think, but there you go. Oh no. Oh man.
Now it's a hat.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a hat? Oh man. I don't know. This look just doesn't feel as right. It feels like the sun.
You're making it pointy.
Feels like the sun is going to get in my eyes, like from the angles of this going in. I don't know. Doesn't feel quite right.
The real one.
Thank goodness there's another. I thought that might happen, so I came prepared without a hat because I had a feeling it might happen to one of my hats, and I like my hats, so I specifically. Like well, those are Royer's hats.
I won't mess with
you can do whatever you want to those hats. I don't wear those hats, but oh my goodness, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah. Love it. What do you guys think? Looking pretty good.
You look like a platypus with a straight bill.
I like the hat.
Looking pretty good. Pretty sharp. I like it. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
You gotta wear it the right way though.
Right? It's really good.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at you. You're looking spiffy. That's the nicest shirt you own now.
I know.
That's
damn
awesome.
straight.
Well, that had to cost you a fortune. There goes the rum fund. I mean, what is this, like $400? This is amazing.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Definitely going to be wearing it on our next cruise. We're going to be advertising around the Caribbean.
That's a good idea. Well, get into Big Black Dick's territory and start showing them what's up, you know? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's amazing. So I got some more comments here I want to catch up on here real quick because I know we got more people jumping in, and I know it gets carried away fast. So if I miss your guys' stuff, feel free to post it again. Just yell at us. You just got to yell.
Just yell.
Right? Laura, the best rum ever. Absolutely. We love it. It's amazing. Look at that. We're going back on. It's so hot down here. Royer's got me sweating. So let's see how long I can keep the hat flowing tonight.
Meat down here.
Let's see here. Thanks for visiting the store last night. An awesome tasting from some awesome guys. Hope you got your ride fixed. Looking forward to the show.
So let's tell them that story.
Yeah.
Yes. So you've had quite the journey.
This has been a fun adventure for you.
How long have you been down in Florida?
Since November.
Since November. Been down in Florida, touring around, doing tastings.
Touring around. So our investor, he supplied us with a very beautiful 40-foot Class A country coach.
It is beautiful.
And it's wrapped. Many of you may have seen it on some of the posts that we've done. And, so we got it down to Florida and we're toying around, going over to Tampa and up and down the coast and whatnot. And it starts having a battery issue is what we're thinking. And make a long story short, it gets worse and worse as we're going. And so when we're heading here, we had to stop in Daytona and then Jacksonville. And by the time I got to Daytona, it's not starting right. It needs help. So we find a place that was willing to take a look at it, and they did. And it turns out to be the alternator. And there's a lot in the story about that.
Can we show this?
Oh yeah,
And so we get up to Jacksonville, and we spend the night there, and it doesn't want to start again on its own. So this thing is equipped with many batteries and ways to jump it itself. So we got to get up here. So we leave Jacksonville, and I don't shut this thing off.
Yep.
And we stayed one night after about 7-hour drive, and then we beelined 15 hours to your neighborhood.
You know how you tell Royer?
Yeah, the storytelling. We got a speed up button on stories. Susan gets it. Let me introduce the new co-host of Just Drinking. Bringing Susan on board.
Come on over here.
So I end up buying a new battery for it, and things seem to be a lot better. And then it wasn't better because it didn't start the other day.
Right.
And I couldn't bring it to the Hy-Vee.
Yep.
And I don't know where I would have put it there anyway. But, so anyways, we waited all day today. I couldn't go see your ice museum, and I couldn't go watch corn grow, so I only could watch the dandelion in front of the RV grow.
Well, at least you got to see some of the good, glorious things that we have to do here.
And Miss Paisley got to pee on it.
Good, yeah.
Very nice.
And I'll
That's part of the
introduce you all to
experience.
Miss Paisley shortly. In any case, so they tow it, and the starter wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow, which was going to delay us a day to get home for a new grandbaby coming.
And you told them unacceptable.
Well, I made them a really bad offer they couldn't refuse.
Fair enough.
And magically, the starter was there when they pulled the RV in. He put the starter in. The thing started up. We're back in business.
We're good.
So
I love it.
That's the short of the story.
You're back on the road. You're gonna be back on the road.
Yeah, you got some wood to knock on.
Well, you couldn't have picked
definitely.
a better place to break down than the rum capital of the world,
Right here in Iowa.
right here in Iowa. And we're super glad that you chose to hang out.
You guys have so much field here. If you could grow sugarcane, you would be.
Yeah, that's probably true. We definitely
This
wish we
place
could.
is nothing but fields and windmills.
Yep. Cornfields and windmills.
Not the Dutch kind.
Solar.
Not the Dutch kind.
What do they call it?
But yeah, they're windmills.
Yeah, there are a lot of windmills.
Shit ton of windmills.
We got a lot of stuff. So, yeah, as John likes to put it, if your dog runs away 2 miles away, you're going to see him still running over there, which is pretty accurate. So it's pretty accurate stuff. But we're glad that you're coming. You're getting to experience the ambiance of it all. You're getting to just get a real feel of being in Iowa. And now, how much ranch have you consumed since you've been here? I mean,
too much.
Too much.
So we're parked not far from here, and we go into this restaurant to get a bite. And
Javus.
And I ordered I forget what I ordered, but in any case,
tenderloin.
Well, that was with you.
Yep.
But the night before, so she wanted a salad with that. And I said, yeah. I said, would it be out of order to ask for vinaigrette? She goes, what's vinaigrette? We only have ranch.
Only ranch.
Only ranch.
Only ranch here.
So ranch it was.
Makes sense.
And so these guys were kind enough to have my wife and I here for dinner last night, which was fabulous, by the way. But these guys buy ranch dressing by the 5-gallon bucket, and they
big container,
and they refill the thing that they put on the table, and it's like
a
gallon.
A pitcher. Pour that baby out. Goes on everything.
I've never seen a ranch dressing bottle so big.
Yeah,
never have. Never have.
That's the only one we have. It's the only way we know how to buy it.
It's like a Costco 2-time size.
Well, they were out of the keg.
Yeah,
they were out of the keg.
The keg was gone, so we had to settle for the smaller bottle.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So now we have to make more trips to the store every week.
It takes so much extra time.
Well, my goodness, that was fun. But so we didn't get to see your neighborhood much. You know?
Yeah.
So we just sat on the tour bus
But to let everybody know, we actually have streets here that are paved.
Well, wait a minute. Let me correct him on that. These streets are what some would call paved. They pave them in blocks of 10 feet.
Yes.
10 feet.
Yes.
10 feet. So when you drive on them, it's like the highways are the same. The side streets are the same. Not like back home and in some of your other hometowns where, when they lay asphalt nice and smooth down the road. This place, I think they just pre-make them and drop them in place. And they're all cracking in there.
We just want you to break down here so you can experience the awesomeness that is here.
They must have a great shock absorber.
Yeah.
Oh, super good.
It's just
another capital of the world right here.
Capital of the world. Absorbers. I love it. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. So we got Greg saying, what do I win for guessing who's tonight guest would be?
You get a really bad gift.
You get a really bad gift and an honorary clap from us because we just appreciate you, Greg. Good work. Good work.
Yes, Greg. I'll have Mrs. Doc reach out to you and we'll get something out to you.
I love it. Let's see here. We've got Mark saying, look at the fresh hat. See?
Right.
See? It's looking good, right?
No.
So I'm just saying, it's a lucky thing I've been snapped up off the market because the ladies would be all over this. So love the hat. Thank you. Really bad hat. Absolutely. Sipping on some 5-year anniversary Just Rum. Drums and Rums living the high life. We actually had a sip of that with Doc before we started the show.
Before the show.
Yep.
That
expensive one.
Yeah, it's really good. Well, I always tell people when you come here and you get to try whatever you want, pick the expensive one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
that's what he did.
No big deal. So we got plenty of it to go around. Let's see here. Doc, all kidding aside, you have an open
really expensive.
Super expensive rum. John Hasbrock from Just Rum is here saying, all kidding aside, you have an open invite anytime you want to visit the Pacific Northwest. You guys got an open invitation from Just Rum to come hang out with those guys. Does that come
with plane fare? Airfare and transfers to the hotel. I'll cover the hotel.
You know what's nice is the hotel's within walking distance to the tasting room,
which is a good thing.
It is a very good thing.
That's a good thing.
You're gonna find that very handy later in the day.
Yes.
Let's see,
John.
here.
I'm suggesting right now. Here's an idea for you, John. Just buy that hotel.
Just buy the hotel.
Just buy the hotel. You got your nice tasting room right there.
Bam.
People can head right over there and crash.
That's actually a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Let's see here. More
You're
Doc
welcome.
Browns. Hy-Vee's got more Doc Browns really bad rum arriving soon. Can't wait to try the barbecue sauce too.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
You sold out of all of the rum in the store.
You did.
You know, so I had to tell several people that
you're gonna have to wait
today
just
because they were asking about it. And I said it's sold out. You're gonna have to wait a little bit, but more is on the way. So fear not.
Yep.
So I have a feeling some of that's gonna go pretty quick when it arrives. So you got to get another pallet ready. So let's see here. Great shirt, perfect for our weather. Laura, it is perfect for our Iowa weather. It is nothing but beautiful.
That's what I'm
here.
talking about.
What did we have? Thunderstorms yesterday. The temperature changed like 30 degrees within a matter of hours.
Perfect day to fly a kite.
Yeah, it would have been
90-mile-an-hour winds
with a key on it and discover electricity.
Right.
You know?
Hey,
So
now you're talking
all over
about
again. All over, yeah.
let's see here. David, I don't know if you know who David Peace is, but he says, Doc, to make a short story long.
Yeah, Dave Pease.
Laura says, where's Susan? She is just right here.
That's Lori.
I know.
So she's hanging out with us just off to the side here.
Yep.
She's yelling in from the side and correcting us
She
as we
didn't
go
do her
here.
makeup, so she didn't want to go on camera.
Behind the scenes today, keeping us in line.
I know I can.
Oh, let's
All
see
right.
here. All right, I'm gonna skip down here a little bit. I apologize. I'm just trying to read through here. Sipping on some cocoa rum and some really bad rum. There you go.
There you
I
go.
love that. Let's see.
That's Jay? Yeah.
Yep, Jay's hanging out with some delicious
We hung
drinks
out
tonight.
with Jay. Was it
Yeah.
last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Down to
Yeah.
Miami Rum Fest.
Had a lot of fun.
We
He-
did have a
he's-
blast.
He's come and visited us at the Daytona store.
Oh, very
Nice.
nice.
Total Wine, yeah.
Very nice.
You know, we would get there a little more often. It's just, we're busy.
So
you know?
Total
It's
Wine-
a little
Yeah,
hard to
then
get
it's
to.
like 1,000,
It's-
15,
For those of you that
$1,000.
don't know, that may not have a Total Wine. Instead, you have a Hy-Vee and ranch dressing.
Which both rock
And
Hy-Vee and ranch dressing.
And both are sold
So
at the same
Hy-Vee
place.
is like a Publix or a Stop and Shop.
Oh,
And-
way above that, Doc.
No,
Setting the bar too low.
So-
Yeah, way
but-
above that.
Those of
Oh,
you
they
that
have
don't have a
alcohol.
Total Wine and More store, Total Wine and More store is a national chain, but they're not in every state. But I call it the Toys R Us for adults. Any of you are old enough to know what a Toys R Us store is.
I am.
Yeah,
But-
absolutely. We grew up
but-
with Toys R Us.
These stores are huge. They have everything imaginable, alcohol, wine, and very expensive cherries and jars and
But
shit like
Hy-Vee has all of that plus.
Yes, Hy-Vee has all of that plus too.
Yep.
But it's this store. It's not just a supermarket. It's as big as that Hy-Vee store,
Mhm.
but nothing but alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And people walk through those stores and they're there for hours.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Been there.
walking around.
Done that experience.
We've done
It's
that.
just
done that
amazing.
experience.
In any case,
Literally for hours.
we're
Right?
we're thankful for them and stores like Hy-Vee here to carry our brand, and we support them as best we can. And as I told Matt at Hy-Vee here, he's like, so did you come out here to do the show? I said I came out here to do this store and meet you and do the show, but you
Absolutely.
were first. You were more important to me than those two rummies.
These hooligans who just yell in a basement. They don't know what they're talking about.
Those two
No
rummy
idea.
guys are something else. But yeah, no, it was important to me to go there and meet them and let them see the brand by face.
Absolutely.
And get them to try it.
Absolutely.
And they did. And they loved it.
Yeah.
That was so I hung out with you at the tasting last night, and that was one of the things that was so cool. So the people that actually
Hey, you were like a stalker.
Yeah. He intimidates people. He actually caused people to avoid the table.
I walked away, so I didn't have that problem because yes, I'm aware that
People are scared of you.
sometimes people are a little intimidated.
It's not sometimes.
That's
It's
fine.
all the time.
I don't get it myself.
It's a
but
regular
so
occurrence.
yeah, I would go down a different aisle. But the one
Don't
thing,
ask what he was doing that night.
yeah, different show again. But one of the things that I noticed is for every person that you got to come over and taste it, you did not have one single person say, "Oh, I don't like that." Everybody, the minute that hits their
This is
lips, I mean, they're like, "Oh, wow, That's really good.
That's it.
And what was my?
Why do you call it really
And
bad?
what was my response when they said that?
Oh man,
No, it's really bad. It says so right here.
Exactly right. They say it's really good. I go, no, it says it's really bad right
Yep. So but that was so cool to watch. Because I've never been to one of your tastings, and I thought that was a blast. I think the people that were there actually really enjoyed that too.
They had a lot of fun.
They did.
They did have fun, and the only thing missing was the lab coat.
Yep.
I've been getting too hot when I wear the lab coat, so
That's
I
fair.
just haven't been wearing it. But
that would have definitely solidified you as more of a professional. I think in that
are you calling me not a professional?
Oh, I think you're super professional. I would never second guess anything.
Where do you want it?
No, it was a lot of fun, and honestly, seeing everybody come through, that's the highest reward any rum can ever get, is every person coming through and not having a single person say a bad thing about it.
Absolutely.
That's what we've been telling you guys forever. Sometimes I feel like we get on here and we yell, and people are like, yeah, you guys gotta show, you yell about rum.
Yeah.
We tell people when their rum's bad too. And the thing is,
we
when we really like something, we don't tell you just because we're like, yeah, it's good. Also, no, we really like it, and we think it's worth the effort to go and try it.
There's a reason that we have his sign behind our bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's because we really like that rum.
Yeah, and to tell a real short story, so when we found Doc, it was actually kind of a happy accident. We had just gotten the rum. We had like 50 whole subscribers. Jesse our camera guy, had bought a bottle for my birthday of this for us to try. And the review is still up. It's very dandy, by the way. It's back when we were in the garage, very early days of the show.
First year. Yeah.
And we ended up that year naming it our 2019 Rum of the Year.
Because it was so good.
It was so good, and we loved it, and we've loved it ever since. And Doc actually reached out to us. Susan actually found us. I'm not even sure how you managed to find us and all of our 50 subscribers.
She came across.
It was because of you, amazing, you first 50. You know who you are.
Yes.
Got it there.
She just came across a Google search,
which
is found you on YouTube.
Awesome, and we ended up getting a letter. And that's kind of how we got intro.
Yeah.
So we're just super excited.
I got the letter framed right
Letters
there.
framed off to the side here. We still have it. And we love, with all its spelling errors that Susan pointed out.
Yeah, last night Susan didn't know I wrote this letter, and I put a package with rum cakes, barbecue sauce, and all the swag, and sent it to you guys. And so you get here last night, and Susan reads the letter you have framed over there, and I'm dyslexic. I went to dyslexic in high school, and I have spell check like funked. It's like spell check goes, what the hell are you trying to spell? You can't even figure it out. So now I've learned I can just pick up my phone and say it into it. Yeah, and my best friend, we used to call it Joe Phonics. It's just because he couldn't spell either. So it was Joe Phonics. So we both figured out, well, you just tap the microphone on the phone and say the word you want.
Yep.
And 90% of the time it'll
comes out all right.
Right. This is and I learned real quickly, you have to reread your text before you send them, because when I say, what Frank said, it's not Frank.
I don't even know a Frank. I have no idea.
Yeah, no. This is that other.
Yeah, the other word.
So anyways, that's really funny, and she pointed it out last night. It was like 92% spelling errors all over the damn thing. I'm gonna have her spell check, and I'll resend you a proper copy.
Oh no!
No. You're all good. We love that version. We love that version. I'm gonna tell you what. There's a reason we don't have a blog and we make videos. Okay, so I mean, don't act like it's new on this show. No. We don't type for a reason. Okay?
Well, that's good to know.
If you guys notice, there's a theme in our descriptions that it's the same every single time, because we wrote it out real nice. It took us about 3 weeks probably by the time we got it written. Well, and we just put it back in there and we make videos.
Didn't Mom actually preview that and spell check that before we actually did
probably that? Yeah, I don't know. I hope so. I don't know.
Well, in lack of in the wording of the spelling and what we're talking about, it's just a really bad corporation.
Yep, there you go.
Really bad. It's really bad.
Speaking of that, and that bottle here.
Yeah, absolutely. Need some more. Need a refresher. I was just thinking about it. I'm getting close to another refresher. I do want to get back in here.
So hang on before you do. I'm gonna redo my drink here just to refresh everyone's memory. we're having a tropical depression. That's Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum.
Boom.
A little bit of a ginger beer.
So that's what's on the back of that.
Yeah, you're supposed to flip them over to see what's on the back of them.
Just a splash of pineapple juice. Otherwise, you will completely destroy this drink.
Which you just did.
Yeah, you messed.
Dang it.
That
So
was
now
way
I gotta
too
add
much.
more rum.
That was way too much. No,
Okay,
you're
I
out
gotta
of
add
rum.
more rum now.
Goodness.
So he's the expert.
If you add rum to the top, now you're just making it weird.
There's a lot to be said about weird.
We came up with this cocktail. We were at an actual, really large festival in Florida, and one of the bars there, I have to say, actually came up with it.
Yeah.
Because he goes, "What do you want me to make with it? A dark and stormy?" And I said, "No." And I said, because you can't call it a dark and stormy because that's a cocktail that's trademarked by Gosling's Rum.
Yep.
And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, really. And nobody is supposed to do that and not use their product. So I said, why don't you just put a splash of pineapple, just a little bit. Let me try it. And we tried it. And I said, I like it. And my daughter was actually my daughter was the mermaid at this festival.
She's on here now.
Yeah, and she said, "Dad, tropical depression," and it's not.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
So
that's awesome.
So we've been going through that trademark rights thing, which costs money.
Yep.
And it takes time to get it through the whole process of getting trademarks done.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's in the works, and we're going to see where it goes.
Yeah, I love that. It's funny. It seems like you have a similar method as us by surrounding yourself by people really smart.
Yeah. No, I like
so
to
that good
surround
things
myself
happen.
with really bad people.
Really bad people who are still really smart
that are well armed
to make sure that you're doing the right things, which is what we've tried to adapt here. That's why we get watched a lot from the outsides, and we always have someone with us when we go
Is that
places.
why the dark van's out there?
That's the dark van out there.
Cameras.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's actually for Royer's other channel, but we're not going to get into that right now. But I do want to catch up because we do have people in here a little bit talking. Yeah, you better make another one here. Let's see here. Let's see. So John Hasbrock says, Doc, wait until after the show. That's when the fun begins. That's in the bar up the street. Hey, what happens here stays here, and we like to have a good time.
I'm frightened.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Greg says, Doc, on your way back, stop in Cedar Rapids. You got Greg is hanging out in Cedar Rapids.
I'd like to do that. I just got to look at the map and see
where it's all going.
And if I can't, I apologize. But like I said earlier, my wife and I have our third granddaughter being born like next week.
Got to be there.
And
well, she's due next week.
She's due next week.
But she plans the end
and
of
with
the
all
month.
these issues that I've had with the RV, I can't risk.
Yep, hanging out too long.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So,
that makes sense.
Breaking down again.
On a mission.
Yeah.
So, those Iowa roads will do that.
Yeah.
Drums and Rum says, ask Doc what rule number 1 is about being on a tour bus.
Paul, I'm not going to answer that question.
Paul's trying to draw it out here. He's trying to get a story going for sure.
No girls on the bus.
Okay, wait.
We'll
I'll
bring
answer it
girls
this
back
way.
on the bus.
You got to go through me to get to the band.
Let's see here. Tony's in the house. Tony, how you doing?
Hey,
Welcome
Tony.
in. CJ's hanging out. Glad to have you here. Jay Howell, go Steelers from Steelin' Time Tiki Bar. We'll always take a moment to represent Pittsburgh. Yeah, best team in the NFL. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, John's bringing up a good point. Has Royer paid Doc yet? I believe he owes. Doc did win our 2019 Rum of the Year, which does have a cash reward in place for it.
Really?
There is but you have to come to the bar.
You have to come to the bar
to claim it.
Oh my God! Hand it over.
This is what they really came for. Look at him. He's
Yeah,
just throwing all the
stealing the
coins.
coins. Stealing the coins.
The balloons.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
You know,
I didn't know anything about.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow and there's gonna be no rum in the bar. It's
Yeah,
gonna all be loaded up.
I know.
Into the really bad tour bus.
I already got a pick for the lock.
Family
All right.
in the garage, strangers at the door. We got. So we're in the garage.
Thank you, John, for pointing that out.
Yep.
Appreciate you. All right. So yes, with interest over the years, because it's been a minute since since we did the whole 2019. It's been go ahead and do the math.
Yeah, it's
Carry the nothing.
5
There you
years,
go.
5.5
Wait a
years.
minute, is that APR or is that like? Is
Yes.
that compounded?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. Susan's asking me all these technical questions.
What's it equal?
$20.
$20.
20
Shit,
bucks.
I'm out of here.
You thought it was gonna be bigger than that? You know we're working on a budget.
We spent all the money on
all right.
rum.
Put it back into your budget.
No.
Yeah.
This is for you.
That goes towards the repairs
Yes.
Iowa roads costed you on
All right.
this trip.
All
See, look at that.
All right.
You could buy 1/10 of a shot.
Tell you what, the trip's already paying for itself. I mean,
Huh?
I don't know how you figured that math.
I'm gonna tell you what, you're making about
Did
just.
you go to Dyslexington High School?
Well, I rode the bus. It was just much shorter than all the other
Yeah,
buses.
the little short one.
Yeah, you know.
You sat in the back seat.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Wow,
Jay says this show is how we found really bad rum. Thank you. And getting to hang out with Doc and Susan was awesome. So that's Jay. Jay is saying that this show is the reason we found you guys.
And we met Jay down at the Miami Rum Festival.
Yeah,
You guys
coming to
snuck
hang
right
out.
up on him.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's tons of fun. Let's see here. We got Jasmine, I think.
That's my
Jasmine.
daughter.
I'm gonna need one of those hats.
I got
She's-
one for
she's-
you. I already told her.
she's-
I got one.
You got to pay the rent first.
I tell you what, I waited 5 years for a hat.
that.
Okay,
Yep.
it was a long wait.
Yeah, but
So
she pulls rank.
dang
she
it!
does.
Damn.
How
Shoot.
does she pull
Damn.
rank?
Wow. Whoa.
No silver spoons in that family.
None. Nada.
Let's
I
see
love you,
here.
Jasmine.
Tim says he's going to be looking for some merch that he's going to need here, seeing the hats here on the show, I think.
Is that Tim, our son-in-law?
Maybe. I don't know.
It just says Tim, so that's all the information
I gotta tell
have.
you.
Our son-in-law is Tim.
I love this.
That's a
I-
sweet
I
shirt.
love the hell out of
That
this
is a
shirt.
sweet
I am
shirt.
absolutely 100% going to be wearing this.
You should wear that in Key West on the right day.
Courtney says, I still need
I
a
might.
shirt. I'll be waiting for it when you get back.
Oh, Courtney will bring you one.
Let's see here. Not only do we like the rum, love the bottle. It is one of the best
I
looking
know.
bottles you'll ever
I
find.
know,
on a
right?
shelf.
I
I'll
mean,
tell you
check
what.
this thing out.
It's the whole reason it ended up. Jesse bought it
Yeah,
for us in the
don't
first
worry, man.
place. So just super,
And-
super cool.
So if you check out the website, there's actually a story about the mermaid as well.
And
The
they
mermaid
mentioned-
and Doc.
So we are in the process with some help from some single individual that I will remain not mention the name at the moment, but we are putting it together on an audio, and we're going to add some graphics and
That sounds
pictures
really
and maybe
cool.
some sound effects and stuff.
That sounds really cool.
Did you hire a good sound guy, the voice guy? You know, it's
I'm an
really
audio
important.
engineer.
Oh, it's
I
good.
take
So
care
you
of
know how to pick them. All right, good deal. Good deal.
All right. I think I got Mike Rowe to do it.
Okay,
That's cool.
nice.
think.
How cool
But I'm not
is
sure.
that?
All right, it's the
But-
jury's still out.
It's jury's still out.
All right,
Yeah, I've only gotten one chapter read that was
we'll
presented.
see how it goes.
We're
You
gonna see how
know.
it goes.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see here. Chris is asking. Chris Fitzsimmons, by the way, welcome in. Just
Hi,
joining
Chris.
here to say
Hey,
hello
Chris.
to the infamous Doc. Hi, Doc. She's like, is
communicated
that
with
the
us.
infamous Doc?
It is.
She says, has
It is.
anyone seen Jeremy? He hasn't showed up here at the bar yet.
He's not. I can tell you, he's not here.
But I'll tell you, we did see a comment from him early on. But he's not physically here. In case you were worried, he came
Yeah.
all the way out here
All
without
the way
you.
to Iowa from
Uh,
Montana.
That's a vacation you don't want to miss.
Or you don't want to make.
Yeah, right.
Don't make it. It's too
Yeah.
bumpy. Bumpy and field. Corn. Field.
Everywhere.
Oh, that's awesome.
Windmills.
John from Just Rum says he couldn't let Royer short you. He had to make sure he pointed out that cash
Thanks, John.
prize. Makes sense. Let's see here. Let's see. John's headed out. Thanks for stopping by,
Hey,
John.
John.
Appreciate you.
Take care, man.
Thanks,
David says I need that shirt to go with my kilt. I think it would go great with a kilt. I absolutely think it would be great. Let's see here. Jeremy says he's on his way back home from work now, dear. I love that. I love the way that's written. It's beautiful. This is how you have to communicate with him because he's not going to
Just Drinking YouTube channel
on Wednesday nights.
The red light doing this.
On Wednesday nights, there's only one way to get a hold of Jeremy, and that's in the comment section
right here
of Just Drinking
right
Live.
Has anybody seen Jeremy tonight? I love it.
Oh, I love that. So, Doc, you're on the road. You're doing shows and stuff. Do you do these pretty frequently? Traveling around, you got the RV. You've been around. Where have y'all been?
So it's mainly been Florida.
Okay.
So we beelined from Mass to Florida in November, and we did the entire state of the Total Wine stores in Florida.
Wow.
And I think there's 48, maybe. I might be wrong.
Wow.
There might be more. But let me tell you something. That's one big A state. Okay?
It is.
And, to go from and I did it the wrong way. To go from, so we're the hub is in Palm Beach Gardens, and to go across the state and do an Alligator Highway, they call it, and do Fort Myers and go up to St. Pete and Tampa, and you're going up the coast, and then cut in, do I think it's Gainesville or something, I don't know, and then but the ultimate goal is to get up to Tallahassee, the capital, and then out to Pensacola. Now that's a day.
A little bit,
right?
Sounds like a journey.
And then to turn around from there and go to Jacksonville. Now I'm going from Pensacola to Jacksonville. That's the whole top of the state, all the way across. I'm like saying, Susan, I'm like driving. And it's like, why did I book it this way? What we should have done is when we drove into the state, gone to Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Pensacola, and come down that coast and take your hat off in Palm Beach and rest a while, and
stop at the end
and do it the opposite direction, because it just beat the crap out of us.
Yeah.
And we would stop. I had pre-booked some state parks to stay at, places where we could hook up the RV. A couple, not the state park, but there was one or two that were really nice places and had nice restaurants. And I ordered gator bites.
Nice.
And Susan was at the restroom, and she came back and she goes, "What'd you get?" I go, "Chicken fingers." So she's munching away on chicken fingers, and she's got some dip sauce. She's trying them. It's actually pretty good. And the bartender comes by and she goes, "How are the gator bites?" And she looks at me like she's got a mouthful. You're like, "Gator bites?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're gator bites. Tastes like chicken." No,
it's good though.
They are good. So that was a fun time. It was a very interesting restaurant. They had all kinds of taxidermy stuff all over the place. In its history of the owner got attacked by a gator and he killed it, and it's actually hanging on the wall. This like 15-foot gator.
Cool.
And then we moseyed around. It's not glorious. And as my wife has said to some friends, it must be fun. No, it's not, because we got to get to point A to point B. Some nights we're at a Walmart, because it's convenient. It's across the street, or a Costco across the street from where we need to be. And then, we're not putting the bump outs, the room push outs out, because it's just a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
When we're parked for 2 or 3 days, I'll push them all out and make it comfy. And the satellite dish goes up and you get the direct TV and all of that happening.
So I'm going to share right now a little bit of the story.
Am I closed?
Right here. So being a rum company owner, I mean, that's not all glory and fame and fortune.
Did you just make me an offer?
Absolutely not.
The $20.
Yeah, that's about it. That
$20.
tapped me out. That
Down
tapped me out.
payment.
So my point is, some of these craft distillers, like this guy right here, and his beautiful wife, they work their ass off to introduce you to their product. Right here,
award-winning.
Right here. They work their ass off, and they travel the.
Come on, Edith. Get on with it.
There we go. We're getting there.
So here, I want to share this with you all. So this is part of
today.
This is Royer's 45-minute video.
I don't think it's playing.
Oh, there it is. There it goes. There it's going. Boom.
Towing it out of there.
There you go.
That's the definition of don't drink and drive. You got a tow truck to take you where you needed to go. Made it so much easier.
So that tow truck driver, he was awesome. So we have a membership with Coach.net.
Sure.
And we've had to use them twice for tow. And the tow is free. It's where it goes and the work that costs the money.
Sure.
So that's a godsend right there. The issue I had today was last night they said 9 a.m. Well, it wasn't until almost 2 that we got the tow truck showed up. And this guy shows up. And when you tow these things, if they pick it up by the front, they got to pull the axle out, the drive shaft out.
Oh, drive shaft, yeah.
And he's this big burly guy and ponytail. And I said, "You gonna pull the axle?" He goes, "No." I go, "Then you're not towing it." He looks at me, he goes, "I do this for a living. I know what I'm doing. Don't you worry about a thing." I go, "Well, I am worried about it because if you're going to pick it up and tow it, you're going to burn out the whatevers."
Yep.
And he goes, "No, don't you worry. You get. I'm going to pick it up from the back."
There you go.
Oh,
see, true professionals right here in the state of Iowa.
That's
Iowa.
And so from there, I said, "I'm going to mess
tow
with
stuff.
We tow stuff.
We do
too.
pull a lot of stuff
We tow
around.
stuff.
They got some big machines around here." So from there, I decided I'm going to mess with his head, right? So he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to pick it up here, and we'll tow it that way, and I don't have to drop the axle, the drive shaft." And I said, "So I get to sit in front and just steer?" And he looks at me, he goes, "No." I go, "Well, who's going to steer it?" And I knew well off he's going to
Sit back there making it swing around.
Yeah, like a fire truck. A guy on the back of a fire truck. And so yeah, he was like looking at me like I was serious, right? And I go, "I'm just kidding you, dude. I know you're going to scrap it all down." So that was a fun story. But then the last part of it, to watch this guy take that RV hooked up and back it into a bay.
Yeah.
At the repair shop. Precision. 2 times. He backed it up, straightened it, backed it up, straightened it, and backed it right in there.
Tell you what, we have a lot of farms to practice on out here.
Yeah.
So,
There's nothing to hit.
Moving tractors and trailers and everything.
Yeah, you might hit a corn or a
Get
weed
pretty
or
good at it.
a piece of weed or something.
Nothing to hit for miles.
Yeah. I had a friend that his dad brings him out to a big mall that's teaching him how to drive in the winter. And because he wanted to skid and that, he hit the only car in the parking lot.
And no, you're not telling that. We're moving on.
I know exactly. He's talking about the pole.
You are not telling.
You know what's funny? I wasn't gonna tell the story, but now that you brought it up, I feel like we
it was in your eyes.
I think the viewers would like to hear it.
So here's the thing. Okay, Royer, he's not as young as he used to be. His eyes don't really work the same way these days, and he gets out there driving. He gets in a hurry. He's got places to be. He's out there. It was Walmart, wasn't it? The Walmart parking lot out where Doc was hanging out too.
Is that why that light pole is down?
So it's not that pole. So he's driving. He's looking for a spot, and he's driving. He gets up by the building. He ends up taking a left. He's looking out this way, and all of a sudden the truck comes to an abrupt stop, and he hits, and he's got to rev it a little bit because he's like, there must be he drives a Ford, so there's probably a pebble in the road or something that he's trying to get over.
Wow.
And he's revving it, doesn't really get anywhere. Gets out, and he hit the pole in front of the building that protects the building from getting hit by vehicles.
It was not in front of the building. It was in a parking spot. They're called bullers.
It was in front of the building, like 2 feet away from the door. Royer's just driving up on the sidewalk and hits the yellow pole. Ends up calling my wife Don't tell mom. That's the words out of his mouth there. Can you come get me?
So let's
I was on my way to work. I went to Walmart to pick up some allergy medicine because
your eyesight wasn't working.
Allergy
season. Your eyes were watering.
No, it was allergy season. I was on my way into work.
It's always allergy season here. We have allergies all the way around the year.
Yes. So, and I found a parking spot that I wanted to park, and I come to an abreast.
You found a parking spot.
I found a parking spot.
Found a parking spot.
So let's tell them. So we and I talked about a month ago, and we planned this trip for us to come up here without this guy knowing about it.
Yeah. So we were trying to make a surprise.
Yeah.
And
so close.
So close.
So
really close.
Yeah, really close. So you can't hide a 40-foot RV.
It's pretty tough in this town. When you can see 2 miles away.
With that logo right
this
there.
Logo, and we can see 2 miles in every direction.
Black RV, 40-foot long with this logo all over it.
So I pull into the Walmart that's literally 5 miles from here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably that.
And so we set up camp and we park Saturday, and we're going to sit there for the night and come over here. And this genius decides
I am a genius. Thank you. That is the nicest thing you've said to me.
This genius decides he needs to go shopping at the store.
We needed cheese.
Oh, cheese, important.
It's super important.
Yeah, you sure wasn't not ranch dressing.
We have plenty of ranch dressing.
Of course you do. You never run out of that. It's like a survival item.
Yeah,
you know, it's in your ditch bag. And so he and his wife I'm telling the story the way I heard it. He and his wife pull into the store, and he gets out because they're closing. Go ahead, take it from there.
We are literally parked right in front of the RV. Like I kid you not, the RV is probably 50 feet from us, in front of us. But the store was closing in 10 minutes, and I pull into the parking spot. She's trying to get me to look the other way. I'm just trying to focus on everybody else who's driving because no.
They drive like massholes.
Yeah, welcome to Iowa, right?
Yeah,
So we get out. I end up forgetting to give her the keys. I turn around, come back, walking towards it. Still don't see it. Give her the keys. Turn around, go in the store, buy the stuff, come back out, get all the way in, load the car, get in, turn around, show her that I got everything. And it's at that moment that I turn around and I'm like, wait a second. I was like, Doc Brown's really bad rum. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people have that RV. I'm pretty sure there's not a bunch of those driving around. I'm pretty
sure. Not an Oscar Mayer Wiener car.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm pretty sure they're here. Riley looks at me and she's like, yep, they are. I was trying to get you to look the other way. It was supposed to be a surprise. I was like, well, I'm surprised. I was like, holy cow, I didn't know I was gonna get to see this on my trip to the grocery store. So it got spoiled a little bit early, day early. But I was excited. I was super pumped. I'm so glad that you're
here.
The
whole parking lot knew you were excited.
Yeah, I made a big scene.
Yeah, towels everywhere.
I do want to say here before I continue on here a little bit, there is a link down below. If you guys haven't checked it out, reallybadrum.com. Make sure you go check it out. Read more on them. Find out where you can buy some. If you're here, Cedar Falls Hy-Vee will be carrying
sold out.
Currently
sold out.
But they got rum on the way, so don't worry, it's coming if you guys are local. But if you're not, go check out the website. Find out where you can get it. Send Doc a message if you have to. Find out how to obtain one of these bottles so you can try
The one thing that was so cool yesterday at your tasting is you sold completely out. The store completely sold out.
Yep.
Of their rum. I mean, so
that's a common problem.
You gotta definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, and we love it, and we're super grateful to have you guys here.
I'm not sure if we've got the question asked, but I'm going to ask it. If they don't have a Hy-Vee, and if they live too far away from Cedar Falls.
So to answer your question, because I know where it is, because I'm like Doc Brown, I can read you mine.
Thank you.
So if you go to our website,
reallybadrum.com.
That's reallybadrum.com.
Links down below.
Do you think they're dumb people?
I'm just saying.
You got to read.
I want to toss that.
These are very smart rum drinkers.
I'm saying.
These are smart rum drinking people.
They are.
And I expect them to be really bad at it.
Hired.
Okay.
Hired. He knows you're smart. We get it. Okay. What's Royer thinking over here?
I have no idea myself.
So
good luck taking it back.
Right? Yeah, I might not want it back. So reallyBadRum.com/where to buy. You can put in your state, zip code, or whatever. But there is a link there that brings you to the Wine Wave in Delray Beach. It's a liquor store that they can ship you the alcohol.
There we go.
Awesome.
And so it brings you right to their website when you click on it. And yeah.
Can they ship to most of the states?
If it's olive oil.
Okay. Well, enough said.
Enough said. We know how to make things happen.
Yes. Enough said.
We'll do.
Anyhow.
Yeah. Make it happen.
Moving on.
Let's see here. MVE saying I can't fault the guy for needing cheese at the store. See, you can't be upset at me. I was making nachos. You can't make nachos without cheese. Matt's in here helping me out. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. Tell you what, you got to be in more high V's. I tell you what, you should be in all the high V's.
You should.
We got to get you in all the high V's.
Literally be in all the high V's.
I'll tell you what, it's a shame not more people. I'm glad Matt's smart enough to have this figured out. At least we got a super intelligent guy running our store.
Matt is a trendsetter. That's what Matt is.
Absolutely.
I sense that. He's a gentleman.
So going back here, Riley's making sure to chime in here. Hello to my beautiful wife, Riley, who's chiming in
Riley,
here.
He'll be home late tonight. And he'll feel violated when he gets there.
Well, it can't get much worse than
Royer. Night, then.
Royer, you'll have a lot of piercings.
I'll tell you what, Royer did threaten to make love to me for like 3 months.
Oh my God!
So
you guys bringing that up again.
That was in a video. It's well documented. You can watch the Bad Bitch Rum video and learn everything you need to know about Royer having to sit in an HR office for several hours.
I had that meeting.
Thanks, Joan. Riley says you called at 6 a.m. and told me not to tell Mom when I was in high school when you drove into that pole. So if we were in high school,
moving on. That story happened a long time ago.
So if we were in high school, what was that put you at, like 98 years old at that time frame, somewhere in that bubble? That makes sense.
Eyesight wasn't that good.
Let's see here. Great show. Follow on Instagram. Derek, thanks so much for hanging out with us.
That thumbs up button. Guys.
I love that. Awesome. I appreciate you. Yeah, the thumbs up button. Doc always helps us out with reminding people. We always forget. We're just glad that you're here. Thanks for not. Yeah, we just slip him cash. Just like, hit the thumbs up button. It's amazing. Riley says hello in here. Let's see. The ranch survival item. Yes, Mark. We gotta have ranch as a survival item.
We should come up with an Iowa survival kit.
Right? It's nothing but ranch dressing.
Bush Light and ranch dressing.
Well, you got everything, but there's a 55-gallon drum
right
on wheels that you have to drag.
Alu's coming in here. Alu Graphics. I'm gonna talk to my local liquor store here in Tennessee. You got to do it. You got to ask them. That's how we get things done. You got to tell them what you need and what you want and have them bring it in. Absolutely. Is the Really Bad Rum sold in Buffalo, New York?
No, New
York's tough. That is a tough state.
Expensive to get into.
Yeah. Where's the closest place if they're in New York? How they make that happen?
Get in the car and drive north.
Drive north.
Go to the website. Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Go to the website.
You just gotta go to Massachusetts. Okay.
Or you can go to the website, which is
reallyBadRum.com.
Boom.
There you go.
Let's see here.
New York. In New York, if you have any people that want to invest in a rum company.
Wow.
There we go.
There you go.
Anybody out there?
You want to invest in a rum company? We're taking on investors here. We got Really Bad Rum on the clock right now.
It is amazing.
Royer's already thrown $20.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm the first investor tonight.
I tell you what.
No.
Well,
but
tonight I am.
Tonight he is.
Tonight I am.
Yeah. So if maybe we should do one of those GoFundMe.
I'll tell you what, we got a donate button down there for any donation that comes in. Goes straight to Doc Brown tonight. Absolutely. If you guys want to support Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum, every single penny you put in that donate here button on this channel will 100% go to Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum. 100%. Don't feel obligated, but if you want to show some love and support, that's how you can do it right there. We'll just put it out there. We don't need no GoFundMe account. We got a button on the channel. Built that in for it.
Toothpicks.
You get toothpicks, go to the grocery store and get some ranch.
I can get some ranch dressing.
Get some ranch dressing.
Make sure you guys stock up on the ranch before you leave town.
Oh man, I love it. Let's see here. East Coast LQ reviews. Cheers, everyone. Glad that you're here. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Riley says she loves your shirt, by the way.
Awesome, isn't it?
You know, she might have been talking about our shirts, you know, Doc's shirt, my shirt.
She's not.
Mine's
maybe.
actually
you have like an actual doctor's medical,
yeah.
which makes sense. You know, the doc's here, right? Let's see here. Ranch dressing and a 357, Fred says.
Right?
That pretty much covers the survival kit.
So why don't we come up with a cocktail with ranch dressing?
Oh,
well, we had one with pickles and hot dogs. I can't imagine ranch was much worse.
Actually, we've tried that a while back, and that didn't work out.
Yeah, that we did actually try
you
that.
Let Jesse do it?
That was a real story. That was a real. That was a real.
We're not going to talk about tonight.
Oh, him chugging.
Yeah. There you go. So if you guys want to know these stories, you got to come find us at a rum festival. Jesse already said he'll tell you any story you want to know. He's standing right over here right now. Jesse, you tell him any story they want.
Any story if you come find me.
You come find us at a rum festival. He'll tell you any story that you want.
I can tell a story about him and my wife.
I'll show you videos of it too.
And he has videos.
And his video to prove it.
Yeah, his video to prove it. Mark says is the best ranch Hidden Valley. Riley says no, Hidden Valley's Vegetable Ranch. Dang right, that's Vegetable Ranch. It's not the best ranch. Hidden Valley's Vegetable
Why are we
Ranch.
on ranch again?
We're
a rum show. We're a freaking rum show.
Let's see.
We get derailed all the time.
Yeah, it happens.
It's like chasing freaking squirrels.
It does happen.
Squirrel. Here you go.
Let's see here.
Really bad rum.
Drums and Rum says, "Come to Florida. We got to go get a tan. We got to get.
We're
tan.
not.
I thought we looked pretty dark.
Iowa
I've been
tan.
working on my tan.
We're Iowa tan.
Yeah, look at that.
Check this out.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you look
it's almost like the same.
If they pulled it, if they were in shorts, their legs would look like fluorescent light bulbs.
That is so kidding.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Let's see here. Doc, are you on tour? Will you be visiting Montana on your travels?
Unfortunately, no.
Not this time. Not this time. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
You know, you had to come to the rum capital first, which makes sense.
Yeah, the rum capital.
Yeah.
Makes
sense.
We
I hear Montana's like number 2 on the list, though.
I would go to Montana. There was a time when we almost had the rum in Montana. But again, being a small brand and not having a major distribution. What are you pointing at?
I just got to make an announcement here. Riley coming in, making the first donation. $9.99 going to Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum. We're starting the fund right now to send him on a tour to Montana.
You don't want to miss out.
We got to
jump on board.
We got to get the RV back to Montana. Boom.
Oh,
yeah, we got it. So we got $9.99 starting it off. Every donation tonight is going to go towards Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum. Getting rum in your neighborhood.
Jesse, if you get my phone, we can call
up on the desk in church.
If we can call Jerry Lee Lewis and we'll have a telephone. Right?
Jerry Lewis.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. And does anybody on there know who he is?
Yeah, does anybody know who Jerry Lee Lewis is? I have his number programmed in my phone, but I think he died.
I love it. Jay Howell's showing a shout out to Jesse. He's the man, which is true. Jay's heard stories. Jay experienced some stories. We went out with Jay.
Hey, what happened?
Jay and Vicky.
What happens in Miami stays in Miami.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Yeah. Let's see here. Just replace Orgeat with ranch.
Yeah.
Orgeat with ranch.
Oh,
there you go.
Is that
I love it.
Sure, it's worth the shot.
No,
Huh?
I'll watch you. I'll watch you first.
Paul, we already asked him. He won't say it on here.
Yet.
So I asked him the question. He won't say it on here. He said you're trying to bait him into something. He's not going to get into it. I don't know. Chris says maybe next summer to Montana. Maybe.
So Chris and I have been communicating. We have like this little communication thing going on. She's got family that's out on the East Coast, and she reached out to me and was thinking of possibly trying to meet.
There you go.
In fact, I may have just screwed that whole thing up.
We
Rum will do that.
We haven't even.
I think it was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh, wait! This is what happens when you drink rum on the show.
Good thing nobody's watching.
Good thing nobody watches this show. Woo! We are lucky to be in a basement.
Yep. Here in Iowa.
So I've never met this woman or communicated with her.
You
I
know,
don't know where she.
We've met her
she's
via
like one of
Zoom.
those fans or something.
Yeah, you know, she
We used in the rock and roll days. We called them fans with cans because they would spray paint your names on the walls of buildings and stuff.
Chris definitely does that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
She does.
Fans.
We've been seeing our names all over the place.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
they
it
just
is.
keep
I
popping up in
actually saw it.
Montana.
They wrote it in the road at the. You guys have a lot of rotaries.
We do.
We do.
We do.
Yeah.
Another thing we do here in Iowa.
That is something we have.
As we say in Maine, rotary. Got a rotary. Hung up in the rotary. Couldn't get out. Kept going round and round and round. Stuck in there for about an hour there. A roundabout. Well, they call it a rotary. A rotary. Up there in Maine. And you go around the rotary and you're supposed to let the other guy come in and yield, but you got stuck there.
That explains.
We are
Okay,
not in Maine.
so that explains. So many times. So we go around the roundabouts.
The roundabout. Rotary,
and
roundabout,
and
rotary.
I'm waiting my turn to get in, and literally have somebody stop in front of me, and they're like, and I'm like, no,
That's not how this works. That's not how this
that's not
works.
how this works. So they must be from out east.
So I tell you what.
No, we have a lot of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
nobody knows how to drive on
But
them here.
I'm sorry. I
No,
was
go for
joking
it.
about Maine because where we are, we have a place in Maine and where they had put one in.
Yep.
And the talk of the town, in small little town, it was everybody, put that goddamn rotary in. Got stuck in it. You know,
Didn't know where to go.
you go down to the corner store and they're all sitting out there on the step smoking their cigarettes. You see that rotary they put in? Got stuck in that damn thing again today. So, anyway,
I'll tell you what. I went up to a roundabout last week, and somebody took a left. So
No kidding.
they took a left. They're going left on the roundabout. Everybody dead stop.
Must
They're
be
just
from Europe.
head on into traffic like a boss. So they found their way
National
around it.
vacation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chevy Chase stuck in a rotary.
Oh, let's see here. What happens at the rum events goes on Patreon. Nice, Paul. Love it.
Thanks, Paul.
Will AAA tows the bus back to Florida? Sure, it'll make it there. Oh, Jerry Lee Lewis, great balls of fire. Greg says. Let's see, Mrs. Doc. No, it's not. No, don't even try to start. Okay. So,
What'd she say?
said the money's going straight back to Just
No,
Drinking. No, it's
no,
not. We're
no,
not
it's
taking
not.
any
No,
of it.
no.
You donate money, it's
No,
going
we're gonna
straight.
take it right from them.
Yep.
Absolutely. See, Doc.
I'm gonna go over to Hy-Vee and see if I can buy a bottle.
Yeah, no, you're sold out. Unfortunately,
Yeah. Sold out.
Yeah.
Won't
Yeah.
be there until what, Friday or Monday, I think.
Probably into the next
So
week when they
somewhere
get
there.
their delivery. Let's see here. Come on, Doc. The roundabouts in Abacoa. I don't know what.
Abacoa, yeah.
Let's see here. Or the new stupid wishbone roundabout installed by the ball field. I love that we're on roundabouts now. Ranch and roundabouts. We're gonna rename the show. Ranch and roundabouts. Rotary. Oh my
Rotary.
goodness. Rotary. He who has the crappiest car wins. David, 100%. There you go.
Oh, well, so in Massachusetts, Massachusetts drivers are very unique. And and first off, we call them mass holes. Okay, that's not a bad word. It's mass holes. And if you're a good Massachusetts driver, you drive fast and take chances.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, because everybody else doesn't know what they're doing. And the first time you get a dusting of snow, everybody forgot how to drive.
Oh God.
You're all like, whoa.
That's
We had this conversation last night.
Yeah.
And it's the same here, you know.
Yeah.
And so you got a four-wheel vehicle and you're just trying and they're on the hill and they want to stop. And you're in a four-wheel vehicle behind them and they're slowing down and they're going like this. and it's like I'm not even in four-wheel drive. I go to four-wheel drive and just boot around these people. It's pathetic.
Yes,
But
yes.
So
Fun.
Massachusetts drivers and Miami's even worse.
I feel like Edith keeps coming to my
Miami,
I don't know why.
Miami's
I don't know
even
why.
He
worse.
called me that earlier,
Yeah.
didn't he? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hush down, you. So Miami's even worse. Miami, you know, I believe that 90% of the traffic in Miami area going from Fort Lauderdale down is due to people that do not know how to drive properly. And in Florida, they just passed a law that if you're in the high speed lane, it's a passing lane only. Get out of it and move over. Get back in. And that's why they have the signs. 40 mile an hour is a slower drive.
Yep.
You got to get over there, not in Miami. No, the 40 mile an hour guys are in all the lanes together. And you're in traffic 18 miles back looking down, and you can see those 4 guys doing 40.
I'm gonna tell you what,
holding the whole damn thing up.
If you ever want to get
And
somewhere,
Paul
in Miami,
will contest to what I'm saying.
Paul, I'll tell you what. We were out there. We drove from Miami up to Hollywood to go get some lunch. And I'll tell you what, there ain't nobody better at driving in Florida than Jesse. Our camera guy, Jesse. He is the inventor of what is called the bob and weave.
Oh yeah.
And we made it through. We not only beat Paul, who lives in Florida and knows how to navigate
Paul, so I was traveling with Paul. Paul actually got lost.
Yeah, Paul got lost in Florida. Floridians get lost in Florida. Me and Jesse, we are.
I heard
gone.
Paul got lost pulling out of his driveway.
Well, so it's not a new experience. So it's not a new experience.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. I know we're coming into the end here. I'm going to read some last comments. I'm going to read some of these end comments.
You guys went like overtime with these.
Yeah.
With these guys.
Doc. We're going overtime now. We're in overtime. We've been in overtime for 10 and a half minutes.
No,
we're
we
going.
need another 64 minutes.
We're going. All right. Another 64 minutes.
Don't go anywhere,
right.
everybody.
So
We're
I'll
not
tell
going
you here.
anywhere until you stop logging off.
We got one here from, I don't know who this is. G Dupe 10 says, Doc's the effing man. Love the rum.
Thank you.
Super grateful for that.
I don't know who you are, but thank you. If you have my email address or whatever, yeah, please.
Reach out and talk to him.
Let's see here. So let's see. Doc, that happens everywhere in Florida. Drives me crazy.
Right.
We got Matt coming in here. How did you arrive at the name for your rum? I'm guessing there's a story there.
Great question.
Oh yeah, that's awesome question.
These are the kind of questions I like.
Yeah.
So who is that?
Matt.
That's Matt from High V Wine and Spirits here in Cedar Falls, Iowa.
So Matt, the simple answer to how I came up with the name of the rum was I had a really bad idea. That's the simple answer. If I called it really good rum, you got conceited. Didn't want to go through life that way. But we actually started with a rum cake. When I ended my term with the Walt Disney Company, I decided to go into a business of my own, and I made a really bad rum cake. And as I was perfecting that recipe for the rum cake, I was walking through a liquor store. At the time, I was using the Gosley product in the rum cake, and I came across Ron Jeremy rum. And if anybody you know, I'm not even going to go. Who Ron Jeremy is, right? And
that's not even the same as the Big Black Dick rum,
right? But similar concept.
Similar concept.
And Ron, I pick up this bottle, and it's Ron Jeremy rum, and it's bottled by One Eyed Spirits, whatever. And I said, I'm like, I had to buy it, and I brought it home, and it was terrible. I think I took one shot of it and threw it out. It may still be in the collection. I don't know. But in any case, and that's when the bell went off in my head. And I said, you know, if I'm going to go in a rum cake business, why would I use anything but my own rum? So that set me off on a whole new track and mission where I reached out to many, many, many distilleries. And we started with one in South Florida, and we spent a good part of a year or two to develop the rum.
The name of the rum.
And when we got to naming the rum cake and the rum, I had a bunch of friends put a bunch of names down on a sheet of paper.
Sure.
What do you think we should call it? What do you think we should call it? And I was going with the really bad rum. And as other people were writing what they suggested, they would go, that's actually not a bad idea. And then Susan said, you know, if you have a rum cake on a shelf in a store and somebody walks by and says, really bad rum cake, why would you name it that? It sparks your mind to go,
you're thinking about it.
I gotta try this.
Now I'm going to put it in my cart.
Right, because why would they call it really bad?
Yeah.
And so we found over the past 8 years in doing events and stuff like that, I'm standing out there at a festival or a liquor store, and they walk by and they read the brand. You can read their lips. Really bad rum. And they got this puzzled look on their face. And they just have to come over and kind of.
It's like, what is this thing?
Why would you call it really bad rum? And
why would you not say it's really good? Right?
My first answer is because he'd call me conceited if I called it really good. And they proceed to try it. And I educate them, as you saw last night.
Yes.
The 6-time award-winning rum made
sold out
Hollywood, Florida. And it's smooth, sweet, warm on the backside.
We coming soon to Hy-Vee and Cedar Falls.
And once we have learned that so many people, after they've tried it, I would say it's a good 96%. If they're a rum person, they will walk away with that bottle, and they will come back. Is what we.
It's literally all about education. It comes back to education, and that's why we started this channel, because this is, believe it or not, Doc, this is actually an educational channel. We're trying to get picked up by PBS right now. So if anybody out there has any connections with PBS, please have your people call our people, which is actually just him and I. So.
Or just call me and I'll make a really bad deal.
There we go. There we go.
So before we go,
we're not going anywhere.
Got a couple more things. Got a couple more things that I want to cover.
Susan's done. She's like, get out of here.
Don't listen to her.
So one of the things that definitely need to check into is the Doc Brown's really bad barbecue sauce.
Also available on the website.
Yeah, I was gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you want the barbecue sauce, you can get on there and order some rum
rum
cakes. Rum cake.
Oh yeah,
barbecue sauce.
But if they order like tonight, don't expect to get it until I get back to Massachusetts.
He's got to get back there so he can get it to you. But if you guys want to go and check out their website, links down below, reallyBadRum.com.
You will not be disappointed.
You can go shopping for, even if you don't have access to the rum, which a lot of places do, check to see where the rum is. But you can get barbecue sauce, rum cake, all
as you can see, this is they're using it, and Jesse hasn't turned into an anteater and licked the bottle yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But you use half this bottle. It's a mild sauce, number one. I kept it mild so you could spice it if you wanted to. But kids like it just the way it is. I like it on grilled swordfish. She likes it on the chicken. I like it pulled pork.
I like it on burgers.
Man, Iowa grilled swordfish, best.
This will fix that.
So fresh.
This will fix that terrible meatloaf that somebody might make.
Oh, we make great meatloaf here, too.
No,
speaking of swordfish, hang on. Speaking of swordfish, I agree. For me personally, I'm going to go right on camera and saying, for me personally, our swordfish here in Iowa, I no longer put ranch on that. I absolutely use.
Well, your swordfish comes out of that pond with the snapping turtles.
Okay,
it has whiskers.
But nevertheless, no more ranch for that.
It's like a catfish or something.
It's a different breed. Yeah. It's a different breed.
So what I was getting at before I was so rudely interrupted.
You're welcome. I agree.
Catfish, welcome. Swordfish.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Where's that coming from? Meow. So you could use half this bottle, and I've experimented with this. So take it from me; it's a really bad idea. Is you fill half this bottle after you've used it with the rum. And you shake it really, really well, and you make a really badass marinade. You can put the wings, the meat, whatever, in the fridge overnight. Come game time, have at it. But yeah, that'll.
Jay, you're gonna have to try that. It's stealing time.
Love that.
It will make a nice. The rum just makes a different flavor to the barbecue sauce.
I love that. That is awesome. What do you want? What are you tapping at? What do you possibly have to say that you have?
I got another question.
We're wrapping up. What is your question?
Well, we're not wrapping up.
We're
out of here. I'll take
trying to keep us here all night.
So this is like a Midwestern goodbye.
Yeah, okay. Pretty much at this point.
Like this is a Midwest. So all of you that are not familiar with Midwestern goodbyes, they take like anywhere from 10 to 20, 30, 40 minutes or so.
However long.
Anyhow. I mean,
what do you want? What are you tapping at?
My question. So I've got a question too.
Yeah. What?
So my question is:
said that?
Did you just start out making the dark rum, or did you have?
That's a really bad question.
I know.
Really bad question.
I know. So, but I'm just curious.
All right, so we're gonna go down that road that we went down last
I
night.
gotta go to the ladies' room.
All right.
What are we?
That's why
Avenue?
She's like she wants to end the show so she can go pee. Jesse.
Yeah.
Spice and Silver.
Oh, nope, got him right here.
So you again, you asked the question.
Yep.
What was it?
Did you start out with the dark rum?
Yes.
Okay.
So the plan was dark rum.
Okay.
I originally was modeling. Zacapa?
Mm-hmm.
We were modeling after the Ron Zacapa. And we obviously didn't want to duplicate it, but so we got to a formula. There was a time where I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me stop. So we modeled after Zacapa. The distillery at the time said, well, if we're going to make a product, a dark aged rum, you're going to start with a white rum, and you would have the option of doing a white rum and a spiced if you chose, and a dark aged rum. So I'm buying barrels. I buy new American oak char 3 burn barrels. And so we came out with this. This was my silver rum. It's twice distilled, perfectly clean, no nose, no flavors whatsoever. What do I mean by that? It's simple. I would tell people this is doubling as a vodka. And last night, I took these two guys and Jesse, and I had them do a blind taste test of a vodka and the silver rum. And they, all three of them, sat there, and they.
So we had to try and choose which one
was vodka
was
and
vodka,
which one was rum,
right?
And
yeah,
and so
embarrassing.
And
it was.
And you know, I'm sitting back, and I've done this a million times when I had this product available, and I'll get down that road later. But so I'm sitting back and I'm watching it, and my wife is sitting there, and we're just kind of grinning. We're waiting to hear, and I'm hoping for the best that these two rumologists would you know, oh, that's the rum. Yeah. So we're sitting back, and God dang it, not one of them got it right.
We all got it wrong.
One.
We all got it wrong.
Definitely
everyone.
We're officially starting a vodka channel.
Yeah. So from this, Susan and I had probably 30 bottles of rum on the kitchen counter or the back room, wherever it was back then. And we were working with the distillery to do a spiced rum. And we had several bottles, like I said, and they were all spiced differently and very well cataloged on what was going in them and yada, yada, yada. And, you know, I didn't want to do a Captain Moron rum. I wanted to have something simple. So we came up with dark brown spice. And this rum is the exact same rum as this, although it's 70 proof. And we went, it was painstaking to sit there and have all these bottles, and you got to wait, you know, time and let the spices do their thing, and then send that information down to Florida to the distillery to have them come make it a little tiny bottle of it and send it back up so we could try it and say, okay, then pull the anise out, you know. And so we went back and forth, and we finally ended up with this. And we would market this as what? Mildly spiced? Yep, just mildly spiced, simple spiced rum. So, you know, these products do not exist anymore.
This is all an illusion.
Yeah.
This isn't even happening.
It's a hologram.
Dude, what is real anymore?
We don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So
where am I?
Spice is temporarily discontinued.
Yeah,
because
they're
we
all
would not duplicate it
right.
with a
So
distiller.
So we, in this business, you get screwed over a really lot, and like,
Okay, good night,
no, don't go away, because you get screwed over a lot. So Distiller One screws you over. You who made these products and does not share the truth with formulation, and Distiller Two tries to duplicate it and cannot duplicate it, and in a terrible way, like just not even close to duplication. And then, so at that point, this one was winning the awards and taking off and really being a seller. Susan and I decided that we're going to shelve these two products
temporarily.
What are you thumbs up in?
I'm just saying, this right here.
So we.
What are you even doing over there?
I have no idea.
Royer's so deep. We've never ran 24 minutes over on the show. Royer doesn't even know how to handle this moment right now.
More than that.
Oh no, we definitely didn't. Royer has no idea what's going on. He's in another universe.
Oh yeah.
You still are holding 24 people. We appreciate each and every one of you. We love all of you.
I'm holding 24 people. See, I got thumbs up.
This is the number one rum community in the world.
Out of the way.
In the world.
He's taking over.
Taking over.
Doc Brown is officially setting the record.
He is taking over the channel.
You guys can go to bed. I'll take over. We'll be here all night. Right? In fact, I'll take you all on the tour bus and we'll drive home together. You know? So, anyways, because this one was taking off, and these two couldn't be duplicated. We put them on the back burner, and they are on the back burner until further notice. And
I hope you bring those back.
Well, I hope you find the investor.
I'm just saying.
I think they're here. I think they're out there.
So yeah, if anybody, you guys know any 1%ers or a couple really young kids that want to get into something, this product sells. If you can get it on their lips, it sells. We hear it every single day. When we're in front of people, they love the logo, they love the brand name. Everything's a plus, except for Shark Tank. They won't return your call. You know, if I had a nickel every time somebody you ought to go on Shark Tank, I wouldn't have to be here. You know, but it's been a painful run, to be truthful.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have one of those canes?
Then you're gonna pull them off onto the side. If we had one of those, Royer'd get pulled off every single week.
I got rid of that.
We run wild. We run wild on here. I'll tell you what.
Before you say anything else,
they're trying to shut me up.
I'm going to go in and say, Matt, if you get this in, let me know, because you know what? This is empty now. It's gone.
Matt, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna say one thing here, Matt.
And I'm too cheap.
How do we get this in all the other Hy-Vees? What do we do, Matt? What's the connection? Who's the phone number? You know, what's the magic phone number we need to call? Royer's gonna be on the line telling every single person what they need to do.
Hey,
get us where we need to be. We would definitely appreciate it. And we appreciate each and every one of you coming here to the support tonight, the love, the thumbs up.
You should see Royer in a mermaid suit.
Yeah. How many thumbs ups for that one? But no, we appreciate you. I see all the love coming in with the thumbs ups. Keep it going. Got your back.
They don't want us to hang up.
You know, they are absolutely showing the love here for you. Obviously, if you've ever had the chance to either
let's all take our shirts off.
Meet Doc and Susan.
Wow.
This is taking a weird turn.
Well, you haven't been wearing pants.
Jesse, not you. You're not even on camera.
What are you doing over there?
You haven't been
your
wearing
shirt
pants.
back on.
He's been in his underwear the whole show.
Well, that's why we do the show
We
from the waist
about
up.
We talked about that.
Yeah, the last episode, the episode we posted today, Royer does the show without pants on. So,
the Speedo.
you know,
Yeah.
So
down at the pond. The white sand.
You guys are the best rum community in the entire world, and this is why we love you guys so much. Because every time we get the chance to do this, you guys show love, support, every comment, every like, every thumbs up, every share. That stuff matters, okay? Because with craft distilling, it's not as simple as having all the hookups and the right people in the right places. You got to really depend on the community, and that's where you guys just play such a big part. And I'm going to tell you what, I know on behalf of Doc and Susan, they are so grateful for all the love
each and every one
support
of you.
From everybody that comes in here. It does not go unaccounted for, and it helps every little bit. So
it really does.
Just a huge thank you to you guys for the support and the love and everything you do. And we just appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. What do you have to say? You have ran this show over anybody's time expectancy here. And Royer is falling asleep in the corner. I'm not even sure if he's going to make it much longer. He's just throwing thumbs ups now because he has no idea what to do. He's like, oh, hold the bottle. Thumbs up.
This is turning into the really bad telethon.
Pretty soon he's gonna fall asleep. Pretty soon he's gonna fall asleep on pizza
Really
over
bad.
here.
Operators are standing by. Call your operators now.
Call your operators now. But no, I love it, and obviously we've had a ton of fun, and we appreciate you guys making the journey, coming here, hanging out.
Who wants to keep going? Let's see. Let's see the names. Give us a thumbs up if you want us to keep going.
Wow, the comments are disappearing. I don't know what's going on.
Stay away from your computer.
No, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
You're gonna hang up on that.
We are. We got to jump off.
They know the routine.
They know the routine.
They know the
They've
routine.
gotten extra innings tonight, which is very awesome.
What,
we really
what's that,
appreciate
like
it.
baseball or something?
Yeah, kind of. It's like I think it's soccer actually. So
Football,
yeah, no, tennis,
volleyball.
Yeah, it's not. What?
It's not even 8:30.
Your shirt's off. You don't even get to talk, okay? When you started
What are you
taking
doing over
when you
there?
started taking your clothes off, you don't get a
my
say.
goodness.
You're
See,
welcome.
you
Okay.
know,
You
know
must
what?
be fully dressed to make rules in the bar, okay?
I'm taking my hat back. Give me that shirt.
No.
I'll tell you what, Jesse's over here just yelling at us over here, like
Well, because he agrees with Doc.
most people agree with you. I'm
Well,
just saying.
So what's your problem?
Well, we got to drink.
Bend over. I'll fix it.
First of all, I'm out of ingredients to make more drinks.
You're not here. Let's drink this stuff.
I'll tell you what, I'm out of
No,
ingredients
no,
to
no,
make
drink
other
that one.
drinks.
Oh, we're being told what to drink.
I'm just
now.
drinking it straight. I've been for a minute now because we ran out of everything else. So
I was gonna say.
You were gonna say
Royer,
what?
take us home.
All right.
Oh God, no! Don't take us home.
Susan has called it.
She's
We're
done.
drawing the
I'm
line.
filing for divorce.
If you guys happen to see the
Anyone
RV,
available?
if you guys happen to
Oh, yeah.
see,
I'm available for
RV.
private parties and functions. Just
Boom.
write the check to my wife.
make sure you take a picture, post it online.
picture.
And maybe we'll
Video.
send you a T-shirt.
And get you a T-shirt. I'll tell you what.
That would be very cool.
I'll tell you what. If you happen to find,
Don't
The-
tell them where it is because we already said
yeah,
it.
no,
We'll
no,
have-
I'm not
we'll
telling
be
you
out of
right now.
T-shirts
If
tomorrow.
you can find the Doc Brown's really bad
The
RV,
First
first 5 people that
There you
can
go.
find that RV and take a picture, and
On their
wherever
way
you
back
are,
home.
it's currently in Iowa somewhere, in a
No,
mystery
No,
location.
It has to be on the road.
It
It has to be on the road.
Has to be moving.
They're just gonna wait. They're gonna be in a tent outside waiting.
Just like the colleges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
All right.
We're not
All
going
right.
there.
We're not going there.
Anywho,
All right. We're not going there.
thank you for hanging out with us. This is what happens when Doc Brown comes to hang out with us.
We
We are
completely
so
get derailed.
grateful for all of that. Thank you so much. Terry says, have a safe trip back. Make sure you drive safe. Try not
Drive
to,
fast, take chances.
yeah, try
I'm
not
at-
to break
I'm at-
down in any other states. Though.
I'm
This is the
actually
best
going to
one.
stay another week so we can do this again.
That sounds good. You can be here next Wednesday. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here. We love it.
That's why you said I could have that room.
You're
back.
welcome back anytime. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, anytime you guys
You
want to make a
corrected
trip.
him enough times and figured out the way this show flows. You can step in anytime you like. I'm just saying. I've been taking applications for years. Okay.
We need to get you guys out in my neighborhood.
We would love to come out
Oh,
to your
yeah.
neighborhood.
You know?
That would be an amazing
And
experience.
I'll show you
We'd love
where
that.
the birthplace of America actually took place.
Boom.
Shots heard around the world.
Yeah.
We're a
Paul
PBS
Revere.
channel. They
Yeah,
just don't know it yet.
educational.
Paul Revere.
I love that.
They all drank rum.
He had a
on
pizza
the
place,
on the
right?
19th of
He did.
April. They all
He
drank
did.
rum, and that's
Oh man.
that's a lot of the Minutemen were drunk.
Jay, we love you. Thank you so much. You guys are the best rum community in the entire world. We're super grateful for you. Make sure you check out the links down below. We got Doc Brown's ReallyBadRum.com is down there. Make sure you check them out. You can order their non-rum items, the barbecue sauce, the rum cakes, anywhere you are. If you're looking for their rum, they got a website there that you can locate the nearest place to get it. So make sure you check that out. And all our other links are down there. You guys know the drill on that. And we appreciate you guys drinking rum with us today.
All right, now that you're done, let me
With that being said, Royer, let's bring him home.
No, he can't.
Always drink responsibly
and
never drink and drive.
It-
And no rums were harmed during the making of this video.
Not at all. We'll
But
see
we're
you
not done.
next time, guys. Because he thought he could steal the mouse. You guys have a really bad night.